We just have like a slumber party, do our nails, go see a movie.
Hi. I gotta say something first before I get in the video. Hey, Booger. Booger! See, you can't come on this video and try to shut me up. I'm a buyer woman and I'm about to fucking humble you real quick with actual facts. So you might want to fucking shh and listen. Okay? Because I'm going to break down your fucking next few situations real quick. Okay? Now, for everybody else who's actually listening to this video and watching it, yeah, I'm going to talk really fast, so hopefully you guys can keep up and understand what I'm saying, okay? So, this thing decides to think that they want to have a sleepover with the girls and, you know, do the nails, do the hair, do the makeup, blah, 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 watch a movie, eat their bonbons like a total fucking reject. Yeah, that's not going to happen. The only sleepover you're going to have for a while is in an 8x5 cell with a man named Bubba. Okay? Bubba's not his name, Bubba's not his nickname, Bubba's not his last name. That's the name I'm choosing to fucking give him for you. So, you go in there, the first couple of days, you're going to cry. You know why? Because you don't have your phone. You don't have anybody around you. Once that door locks behind you, that's where you are. You're on their time. You wake up when they say, you go to bed when they say, you eat when they say, you shower when they say, etc., etc., etc. Okay? You wake up, you do chores. You do things whatever they say. You can't contest it. You can't argue it. Guess what? If you're in a group scenario and you're doing it as a group, guess what? You fuck up, you penalize the entire group. And that's not going to look good. You cause a problem with your cellmate, okay? With your singing and dancing and fairy twink and all this other bullshit that you do. Yeah, you're not going to make the guards very happy with that, and you're not going to make your cellmate very happy with that. You're going to end up being very humbled real quick. You cause a problem with the guard, you're going to be humbled very quick. Now, there's 3 areas in a jail, okay? They are divided for certain reasons. GP is called general population. That's where the general masses of people go, okay? And then there's another pod where nunces go, okay? Rapists and pedophiles and shit like that. Yeah, the vulnerable, because they can't be mixed with general population, GP. Why? Because they fear for their life. So if you go in there and you contest that, you sit there and say, oh, I'm a fucking trans person, blah, 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 I'm vulnerable. Yeah, that's probably where you'll be going. You haven't been on hormones long enough to even start the process of them to even see you as a fucking trans person. Let alone, they just recently changed the laws because somebody tried to play that fucking game, right? Yeah, you're going to end up in a male's prison. Hands down, that's just it. You're not going to a female's prison. So, the only other place you can go, which is the 3rd section that you can go to for safety, is if you kick off enough and you go into what's called solitary confinement. But you're not going to have a fun time in solitary confinement because that's where they'll keep you. Now, I'm saying all this stuff because I've had friends go to jail and I've had friends go to prison. And I fucking know shit, okay? So, your first 3 days, you're going to break like a motherfucking twig. You're not going to have anybody around you. So you're going to cry. You're fresh meat and they're going to fucking pick on you until you break. And it's not just going to be, like, it's not going to be hands-on. It's going to be verbal. They're going to say everything and anything to make you break. So, you go into solitary confinement because you feel vulnerable and you can't go into where the pedophiles and the rapists are. Well, let's say you start kicking off in solitary confinement. Guards aren't going to take that lightly. Neither is anybody else in solitary confinement. Guess what? You're going to be humbled real quick. You're going to go absolutely motherfucking bananas. Okay? The food in there is not the greatest. It's also not atrocious. Okay? It's enough nutrients to sustain the body per day. Okay? You don't get hamburgers and all that fucking fast food. You don't get to go run out and go get all that shit in the sweets and stuff like that. No, they give you what you need for the day. That's it. Now, there is a thing in there called commissary. Now, commissary, they have like toilet papers, chocolate, sweets, coffee, tea, blah, 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 right? Like that kind of stuff. But you don't have access to a card. Somebody on the outside has to fill your account with money so that you can have commissary. But here's the deal. You have to take your so-called thousands of TikTok dollars, put them in an account, put them on a bank card, right, with a PIN, and give it to somebody you absolutely 100,000% trust. You don't have a person like that. I think EQ is going to spill all the bullshit once you're gone because you're not going to have any way of backlashing or seeing it. You're not going to have a phone. The only phone you'll get in there is an actual payphone that you can talk to somebody that you have on a list. Yeah, that's going to be one hell of a fucking short-ass list because nobody gives a shit. Okay? You don't trust anybody. People don't like you. Nobody. And even half the time, if it's just, oh, Mummy Dearest, yeah, Mummy's probably going to be having fucking lot of fun on your dime. If you trust her with that bank card. Okay? The only time she actually makes money is when she's around you. She doesn't make enough money on her own. So, the fact that she's there right now and you're doing dual makeup and you're going out and stuff like that, do you actually understand that you are in a whole shitload of trouble right now? Do you tell your mom the lie? I mean, she knows about other lies, but did you tell her the actual truth of what's about to happen to you? No, I don't think so. And if you run, that's taxed on to the fucking situation you're already at hand. It's not a good look. And even if you do run, you open your mouth and you sing so loud and people, you're like 6 feet tall and your mom's got this fucking face on her. Yeah, you're going to be noticed. So all somebody has to do is call it in and they come get you and bring you back to the actual place where the shit's been done. Anyways, back to you being in jail. So, while you're in there, I suggest you look down, keep your mouth shut, open your ears, and do what you're fucking told. If you don't shower when you're told to be showered because you stink, you don't have Febreze and perfume to mask the smell. Your cellmate or anybody else will say you smell. You'll be forced to shower. You don't want to eat, you'll be forced to eat. Because you're not going to go on a hunger strike in there and think it's okay. They will find a way. If you cause too many problems, you're going to be written up. More than likely, though, the way you kick off on people and think you're fucking king shit and all this other stuff and holier than thou, you might end up in the infirmary a lot more times than you think. Nobody in there is your friend. Okay? That's why I'm saying keep your eyes down, your mouth shut, your ears open, and do what you're told. I know there's a lot more things on the list of things that he's going to experience in prison, but I only have 10 minutes, and I got a lot to say. So this was just a short, quick video, and that's why I'm talking really fast. Anyways, if and when you do get out, which I highly doubt you will in 2 years, because there's enough people that you hurt on this platform on so many different levels that each individual can put a case against you. Now, because one case is put against you and you're going away for 2 years for that, the other cases are soloed and they can be taxed on, which means they can extend your period of time in prison. So you may not get out for a fucking long while. But if and when you do get out, do not come on this app because you'll be an afterthought. You're not sincere. You're not real. You cry with the fakeness of face, but with no tears. Your eyes may well up, but no tears come out. Okay? Because you're forcing that shit. You need to make an actual public apology if and when you do come out. You're going to go in there thinking you're trans. You're going to come out knowing you're a man. The problem is, you have to openly say, I was a greedy little pig and I wanted money and I faked all this shit just so I can have attention because I'm an attention-seeking pig. I never was going to transition. I was always a man. I was playing it off so I can gain sympathy and empathy and money from young people and vulnerable other people. And it better be a fucking genuine apology. But again, like I said, you step foot back on this app, you're going to be an afterthought. Nobody's going to give two shits. Because while you're away and you're not seeing what's going on, the app's going to be really fucking quiet, by the way. But people are going to start knowing the real you. Because somebody out there is going to start spilling all the fucking beans. Somebody you think is a friend. So, I figured I'd just make this video real quick. And like I said, I know that there's a lot more things that are pertaining to jail, but I wanted to get like the main points out there. So, yeah. Booger. Booger! You don't have a pot to piss in right now and nothing's gonna fucking save you. Not even your own fucking mom. Bye.